Hi friends, this is our third experiment in AR/VR lab. It's a 3A subdivision. And to create a scene, first navigate to the asset folder and go to the scene folder and right click in the project window and create scene unseen. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it as exercise 3A and press enter. Now in this scene, go to the top left corner where it shows the asset store option. Click it and select the asset store web. Now it will open you in your browser. You can sign in with your account or with your Gmail account. Now search for free 3D models. Free 3D models and press enter. You can choose whatever model you want. I'm going to select. Okay, style is the 3D tools. So I'm going to click that and it will open you in a new tab. Wait for to load. This is the 3D model we are going to use. Now click add to my assets and give accept. And it will ask you to open in Unity and click that so that it will open you in Unity in my assets in the package manager and click download. And press the import to import the downloaded model into our project and click import again. Clear the warnings in the console tab and go to the asset folder and the stylish 3D tools folder. You can drag and drop it into a scene. I'm going to rename the stylish 3D tools to model. After renaming it, I'm going to uh, cut it using Control X and paste it in a 3A folder to create a neat file structure. Wait for it to load. Inside the prefab folder, I have the models. I'm going to drag and drop in the hierarchy window and reset its transform in the inspector window. Just right click and give reset. Do it for all the models. Reset. Now I can change the X value so that I can place each object near to it in the same distance. Now I reset my camera and change its X value to middle of the objects and using W key I'm going to position it properly. And I'm going to change the background color of the camera. In the clear flags, I'm going to select a solid color. You can see that it's affecting the background in the game window. I'm going to adjust it a little bit. So this is a background color for our game. Now I'm going to right click in the hierarchy and create a plane. I'm going to change its position 3 0 0 in the transform, 3 in the x-axis. And I'm going to duplicate the plane and rotate it using the E tool and moving it in the side. Just change the rotation 90 to -90 to see the plane. Now it's looking good. Now I create a duplicate of the plane 1 and created a plane 2. I'm going to move it, rotate to in the Z axis to place it in the side like a box. Change the degree to -90 to make the plane visible. Or you can just use the rotate tool and change its rotation. I just duplicated the last plane and changed its rotation. Yeah, so this is the box. I created an empty game object and name it as planes and reset its transform. And I press shift and select all the planes and I child to the planes game object. Created a empty game object named as models and reset its transform to 0 and child all the model I have in my scene, which uh, make the hierarchy clean. I just move the direction light and I right click in the hierarchy menu and created a game object named light and I reset its transform to 000 and I right click the light game object and created a point light. I press the control and move its position and I turned off the direction light so that we can take out the point light inside the box and we can position it. We can set the range of the point light in the inspector tab and we can set the color of the light too, which emits from the light. So this is our point light and I right click in the light game object and go to light and create a spotlight. So I can move the spot angle to bigger or smaller. I choose a 50 and I can rotate using the rotate tool or just by pressing E or I can directly give the rotation in the transform. I give it 90. Spotlight is there in the first game object. We right click in the lights and created a area light and I press control to snap it in the uh, third game object and created a area light and it gives its color and I change its range and intensity. You can change the spotlight color or on you on what color you like. So this is our light setup. Now I came to the asset folder. In the 3A folder, I created a material by right clicking in the project window and create material. And I named the material to wall. And I created another material named into floor. And I changed it to a metallic and change its color and drag and drop to the floor. You can see it's reflecting. I can choose the metallic from a range of 0 to 1 and the smoothness too. It affects the reflection of the light. And I drag and drop the material of the wall to all the three sides and change its color. I increase the metallicness to 1 and somewhat smooth. Yeah, a bit here. Now this click the point light and in the shadows type option I give the soft shadows so that the shadow will without a pixel it will look. See, it's a shadow of that object where the point light is giving that shadow. So yes, this is the game view. This is the third experiment, first subdivision. Yep.